supposed to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. I guess we need to start by introducing ourselves, right?
That seems like a good place to start. I'm Kamarli.
And I'm Bria.
And this is Black Passport to Anywhere.
Passport to anywhere. Let me show you. All over the globe. Plenty food and plenty culture. Come and get to know them. Bria and Kamarli. Get your suitcase, grab your camera. We taking off and departing. Hey, brand new adventure. Have a little fun with it while we vlog. Come join in, just hit subscribe. But you gotta do it now. We ready to take off. Never know where we landing. 10,000 feet in the air. I hope you ready. This is Black
So
Passport to
we
Anywhere.
just landed in Dallas, got to rent a car, and then now we like hightailed it over with some New York driving by yours truly behind the camera.
Whoa. You acting like we didn't get here in time because you said this place is about to close.
We got here in time, but y'all, I almost had a heart attack, several heart attacks. But the point is,
it's not my fault. They was out here driving crazy.
The point is that we got here and we went to a place called Hypnotic Donuts. I found it, I think on like YouTube or Instagram or something. It is sort of this local, maybe now touristy, I don't know, place. But anyway, they have good donuts, like really cool flavors. And the donuts that we got today are just like a regular glaze, because you gotta have everyone's glaze to really see if they're actual good donut place. And then we got a chocolate cover because that's my favorite. And then Kamarli got something called a ski accident. What did she say that was?
Yeah, that's what she
ski
said.
ledge something.
It's ski something, but it has raspberry filling, baby.
Yeah, it has raspberry filling
and
covered with powdered sugar, which is great. And then I got a pecan praline donut that's a vanilla cake, so I'm really excited about it. And now, because we're starving and we have not had breakfast since we left this morning at 6 a.m., I'm gonna eat this donut. While we have some time to sit down, we wanted to talk about some things that we've seen and explored since we've been here, to kind of give you the highlights.
Yeah, because we definitely did not stick to our itinerary 100%.
At all.
It's not because things didn't go as planned. It's more so when we got to certain locations, we didn't really like the feel for it. Didn't really think it lived up to the hype of what we saw.
True.
So we decided not to do it. We ended up seeing like pictures or something along those lines, or just, you know, overall experiencing the area.
Yeah.
But you know,
yeah. But we wanted to chat first about kind of what we did on the first day we got here.
Yeah. So the first day we got here, picked up the rental car, which is a Ford Mustang. I was really excited about that. And it's red, which is my favorite color. Yeah.
After that, because our Airbnb check-in was 4 p.m., we had to make do with a lot of time. Our flight landed actually at about 9:30, and then we had to stay in the rental car line for an hour, and we probably left that area about 11 a.m. We actually went to the Bishop Arts District.
Yes. That was actually a lot smaller than we thought it was going to be. We expected it to be like a good 2, maybe 3, 4 blocks, but it's more so, okay, when I say blocks, I'm talking like city blocks.
He's talking about New York City blocks, which y'all, the South don't have that, and I keep trying to tell him that, but he doesn't get it. But anyway,
but they were smaller blocks, and it was about 2 or 3 blocks.
Yeah,
and that was it. Yeah. But you did find that dress at that boutique shop.
Yes.
That was nice.
I stopped and bought this dress, which is really cute. It had some pretty cute shops and shopping there. And then we ended up going to our first restaurant of our trip here, Paradiso, which was amazing. So I got it's purple and lilac is what this is. Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is good.
They're really good.
It almost reminds me of a margarita. I think it's very similar to that, but the taste of this is so good. Like it's definitely probably one of my favorite drinks.
Okay. Ooh.
What do you think?
I really like that. It gives you like this cool, like refreshing taste to it. It's the Flight of the Bees, which is ginger beer, honey lemon, but then we added a little rum to it because, you know, I'm an adult.
Is it sure it's good? Yeah.
Want to try it?
Yeah, I'm trying a little bit. I don't want to waste it again. Oh boy, that is very impressive. Like, that is a good drink. I might have to get one of those. I'm gonna try this artichoke though, and you need to try this. Look at this little baby artichoke, so cute. Ooh, with ricotta cheese. Oh, it's so good. This is insane. Y'all don't understand. This is just like so good. I know that good doesn't describe it. It's like artichoke hearts that are slightly vinegary, a little bit of salty, deep fried, have this beautiful light crunch to it. Definitely not too oily at all. And then you dip it in the cheese and it's just like the best thing you've ever had. Like, it's, I could eat a plate of those and be perfectly happy with that as my food. Okay, are you gonna try one of these? You have to try one of them.
Is it fish?
No, it is not fish. It is artichoke. It's a vegetable, but it is very, you will like it. Try it.
All right. So what's this? Goat
That's
cheese?
cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Ricotta that you've had before because you eat Italian. Just try it. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the breading on it is.
I don't know. It's not breadcrumbs.
It's not breadcrumbs.
I don't know what it is. It's very lightly battered.
But it is.
You good? This is insanity. Like, I kind of think it should be a crime for food to be this good. I mean, this ragu is like, okay, I gotta put my fork down. So the pasta is like thick, slightly chewy, and it's amazing. The meat is well seasoned. That's important, well seasoned, and you know, really melts in your mouth when you eat it with the pasta. It's not too salty, it's not too spicy, it's just the right amount of both. I really am very happy with the pasta.
Yeah.
And then after Paradiso,
the bar pretty high.
yeah, it is the bar high.
Yeah.
And then after Paradiso, we finally came back to the Airbnb,
which was also, it's pretty good. Okay, so what I will say about the Airbnb is the pictures that they took definitely sells you on this place.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm 6'1", and I was looking at these pictures like, oh, I'm not gonna have any problems moving around in here. It's gonna be great. That's not the case.
Yeah.
But overall, the Airbnb is good, and it does give you a peek at the Dallas Skyline. I would say a peek.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's because the trees are like in full bloom or whatever the case may be that we can't really see the full skyline like was advertised in the pictures.
Yeah.
But you do get enough, you know, to get like the idea for it and the feel for it. Especially at night when the buildings are lit up, it actually looks really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And on the plus side, the sun actually rises on that side. So if you leave like the blinds up and the, I don't know what that thing's called, but the little curtain thing that's made from the thread, if you leave that open, you could be woken up by the sun.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Hidden Cliff Tiny Tree House, hosted by Linda. This is just going to be a general overview of the overall living space. The front of the tiny house opens up into the living space. So this is the kitchen area here. You have a sink, hand soap and dish soap with paper towels and hot or cold water. You have a 2-burner electric top stove and a plug, a cutting board they provide here. This is our refrigerator unit. This is really nice. I like this like wood detailing in order to open this. And then this is the freezer here. Across from the kitchen area is the coffee station and more storage. Some nice Texas coasters. And then we also have on top of this kind of some more storage and coffee things, electric heater for water. We have a closet with hangers and this like jewelry pull out here if you need to put your jewelry up. And then coming all the way in from the kitchen, we have the bathroom on the side here. Now the restroom is different than the other tiny house that we visited, because we've been to a few tiny houses now because I'm obsessed with them. But this bathroom is a shower restroom combo, which means that the toilet's in here with the shower all in one space. The living space is over here. This is the couch. Below is more storage. This trunk is actually a pull-out table if you need extra space. These two little side tables. Some decor. An air conditioning unit, which is essential in Texas because it's hot as Hades outside. And then this nice window opens up to kind of all the patio porch area. And then we're gonna go upstairs to the sleeping area. I would suggest you hold on to these rails because people may or may not have
you just gonna throw me under the
and fail
bus?
climbing up this. So be
just
careful.
Gonna throw me
here.
under the bus. Okay.
So you hold on to this rail here, you hold on to this one, and you climb. So this is the bed. It's a mattress pretty much on the floor, but you have your comforter, your 2 pillows. Also have a TV with a remote and this little handheld pouch over here. And then you have 2 night lights at the head of the bed, which you can turn on for at night. And it also has chargers in there for charger phones. You have this nice window view of trees and part of the skyline. And then 2 windows with this nice like boho kind of detailing up here. And that is it. That's the tiny house. So I think that this is probably the smallest tiny house we've ever stayed in. It gets the essentials done. I do think that if we had to make any changes to this, it would be that we stayed in a tiny house that has a separate shower and bathroom area, and perhaps more head space for Kamarli not to kill himself. But otherwise, I mean, that's it. And then for day 2, so day 2
we went to
Bonton Farms. Yes, we went to Bonton Farms, and it was amazing.
Like they have goats, y'all. Like goats, like actual goats and chickens.
Yes.
Okay, but it's more of a, how can we describe this? It's a lot more in depth than that, because it's also located in what's known as a food desert, meaning there isn't a nearby grocery store that you get to if you don't own a personal vehicle. Yeah. So that
and 63% of the community there does not have a car. Yeah. And so
it's a 3-hour commute back and forth.
Yeah, from the grocery store if they take the bus. And so Bonton Farms is pretty much formulated where they started their farm first and started growing fruits and vegetables, and then the whole thing grew to where now they have a whole restaurant, a coffee shop. They're building tiny homes out there in the Bonton Farms district for the community members to stay. And so it is a beautiful place. One, I think the story and the community and the overall theme of it.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's something that we
and the
really
community
love.
support is definitely there. You can see it.
Out of every place that you visited or you see in this video, I think if you're coming to Dallas and you're looking for something that's authentic, something that's true to community, and something that really will do good for others, I suggest you check out Bonton Farms. It's probably hands down one of my favorite things to do while we were here. And so the website is actually just up here. That's what I'm on my phone, and it's bontonfarms.org if you want to check out the story and what the community's up to. Then after Bonton Farms, we headed to
downtown.
Yeah. We were supposed to do downtown day 1, but again, this heat and everything else was just too much.
So we went downtown. We did the Longhorn statues. Right? That was interesting. I mean, it is what it sounds like. They're literally statues of longhorns. That's what it is. It's Texas. You know, it's expected.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, what else did we do downtown?
We also walked through the AT&T district and took a picture with the Pegasus, which is something that's pretty cool. Really just a big gold statue.
They really have this nice, like, LCD screen type of situation happening on one of the buildings. I didn't get footage of it because it didn't give me the one that I really wanted. And you know, she brought up a good point. We might have to wait like 30 minutes for it to come up, and it was hot, y'all.
Yeah.
He was not saying not there for
Very,
30 minutes.
very hot. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but if you're here, definitely check out that building. It has like this nice like Harry Potter like moving stairs situation happening to it. And from afar, you're just like, wait, what is happening to that building right now? But when you get closer, it's really cool. Definitely check it out.
And then we also went to the Eye.
Yes.
Which is the first thing
the
we did.
Eye was. So I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting when we heard about the Eye, but it's definitely larger than what you're picturing right now.
It's just a huge, y'all, it's a huge eyeball. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's a huge eyeball. And it's across from this hotel called the Jewel, and I think the Jewel owns it. And so the Eye's like this tourist spot that people go to.
It's a great place to take pictures though, and it has a nice lawn, so you can just like sit on the lawn.
So all of that's within walking distance downtown if you want to check out some of those spots. And they're all free attractions to go visit. And then after downtown, we went back to the Airbnb.
Because it was hot.
It was hot.
Okay. Texas, I know. But it was hot.
Real hot, y'all.
So we came back until things cooled down for a bit, and then we went back downtown to one of my favorite experiences ever. Ever. Okay, so I've heard about Dick's before, and I've wanted to go, but I've never actually been in a city where there's a location nearby.
Well, it was his first time going to Dick's. I've been to Dick's several times, just in my high school career. One of my favorite teachers to this day, shout out to Mr. Ballard, always took us to Dick's every time we went out of town to a conference. It was our tradition, and he'd never been. And so I figured, you know what? Yes, I know that it's not a Texan thing. I know that it's other places, and I know some of y'all are gonna be real snooty and be like, "Oh my gosh, you went to Dallas and went to Dick's." But the point is that you have to go once in your life, and we didn't know when else we were gonna go, so we went.
It was worth it. Trixie was amazing, y'all. Like, Trixie made this experience everything.
Who was our waiter?
She was our waiter.
Yeah.
She made it everything. The hats were also great, too.
Yeah, you'll see the hats. We're not going to repeat the things they wrote on the hats. You'll see the hats.
The hats were great.
You'll see
the hats were great.
But that's what we did. So he experienced Dick's for the first time, and it was in an area of Dallas called Victory Park, which I'm sure a lot of people know about. It's just a nice area that has lots of shops and restaurants there. On day 3, We started that again by being very lazy and rolling up out of bed.
We started extremely late on day 3. We left about 10?
Yeah, like 10.
10, yeah.
10. And then, okay, so I had these couple brunch spots picked out for places we're going to eat for brunch. Because one thing you will soon probably find out about us is that brunch
is our go-to.
It's just what we do. Okay?
I never thought I would love brunch so much. I was like, I don't get it, but now
brunch. She understands brunch.
Now I understand brunch.
Because there's nothing that you should want more than breakfast plus or minus some lunch items mixed with some alcohol. Like, come on. Like, it's brunch, right? And so we've had these 2 brunch places in mind, and this one place I like end up switching to because I was like, oh, it looks good. You know, let's try it out. Called Dream Cafe if you're in Dallas, and you can hunt it down and find it because we searched.
We used 2 different GPS.
And we could not find it.
2 different GPS to get us to this destination, and both of them took us to some place that wasn't it.
Yeah. So I don't know where it is, but if you know where it is, then go to Dream Cafe Dallas. The menu looks great. The prices look reasonable, and it looks to be in a good location if you can find it.
If you can find it.
So what we did was we ended up going to an alternative brunch spot.
Snooze was great. Listen.
Linda.
The pineapple upside down pancakes. Did you hear what I just said? Pineapple upside down pancakes. Okay? I don't need to say anything else. Just know it's gonna change your life.
Yeah. I mean, they were good. They were good pancakes.
They were good.
I must admit they were good pancakes. I had the blueberry pancakes and then was very basic and just got a taco on the side.
Oh yeah, because that's normal.
Because that's normal. But I mean, I feel like Texas taco, Texas barbecue, those things kind of meshed together. So I just got one on the side. And I wasn't disappointed. I was very happy. The only downside about this restaurant is if you're like me and you're a regular bruncher, then you know that the thing that you do at brunch is get a carafe for mimosas, and they do not sell carafe.
They don't have carafe. So they do sell by the glass though, and they do offer different flavors.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And then after we did Snooze, we went to Clyde Warren Park, and this was downtown.
Now that's one of the places where what we thought it was going to be and what it actually was don't coincide.
Yeah.
I will say that's more of a kids park, you know, with the food truck offering for the adults type of situation.
Yeah.
Not so much a park that, you know, you go to like a first date type of situation or a meet and greet type of thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's what it is.
Yeah.
But the arches there were nice. You know, the trees provided good cover from the sun.
Cool. And it's right across from the Museum of Art in Dallas. So if you want to kind of hop in 2 places at once, it's a great place to go. But it wasn't what we envisioned in our mind, which was like a Central Park type vibe.
Yeah. And then after that, we went to, I'm going to let you say this because I always mess this up.
After that, we went to Deep Ellum. And so Deep Ellum, Texas is a part of Texas, from my reading, that is historically a neighborhood that seems to be that it was a black neighborhood. And it is now formed into this district that is very eclectic, has very interesting vibe. And the reason why I say that is because they have all these shops and like restaurants and all this really cool culture. There's all these great murals and street art. And the thing that we stumbled upon was that they did a street fair. Yeah, and they do one every Saturday, and it starts at 12, ends at 6. And so we just managed to get there right when they started.
When they started, again, lucky. What I say about the street art is that it's in parking areas, so generally they're obstructed by like cars being parked and things like that. So I don't know how to go about getting great pictures of that, or you know, but the murals are amazing to look at. They're all unique and interesting in some way, so definitely check them out if you're there. And we also went to,
it's like this popsicle place. They sell alcohol flavored popsicles as well as non-alcoholic flavored popsicles. The only thing we don't do is drink. Don't judge us. But if you're looking for that, they have that, and it was great. It was
great
because
it kept us cool.
Yeah. After we visited Deep Ellum, we came back to the Airbnb to relax.
Because we have to prepare for tomorrow.
Tomorrow is gonna be the best day yet. Tomorrow is gonna be the day.
Why is it gonna be the best day?
Because let me tell you, I have to lean up for this. I have to sit up. Tomorrow is gonna be the day where you see the peak of who I am as a person. Okay. The reason why is because the state fair is where we're going tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
And why are we going to the state fair? Because, you know, most people go there for the rides, you know, or the funnel cake. But why are we going to the state fair?
We're going to the state fair for the food, okay? But do not judge me. Here's the thing. you can go on these rides. People who've been to state fairs, y'all know. You can go to your state fair and get on them rides that may or may not break down, may or may not do whatever. But the thing that you truly go to the state fair for is the food. Okay? Every state fair does it differently. And Texas better do it bigger and better because they're Texas.
But yeah.
So tomorrow you shall see Peak Bria. And I'm very excited about that.
Me too. I'm interested to see Peak Beer too, because we've been to the South Carolina State Fair, but
you haven't seen me at Peakness.
Haven't seen her at Peakness.
You haven't seen me.
That's
at
back
Peakness.
when she was still trying to impress me, y'all. You know, before we got engaged. You know.
I'm sorry, I nearly died. But no, we were dating back with the South Carolina Fair. But now that we're engaged and he's kind of stuck with me forever, or he will be in like the next 140 something days. You know, so at this point, the peak of who I really am when it comes to food and a fair can come out. I can be who I want to be. You know?
So yeah.
It's gonna be epic. Okay, so we're at the Texas State Fair, and unfortunately, you cannot bring in camera equipment because you have to like talk to the PR person like a week ahead of time and get special permission. So we, of course, cannot do that. But we're just kind of thugging it out here and filming on phone. So we have now tried 2 fair delicacies here: corn dogs, deep fried chicken, fried bacon. But now we're getting deep fried peach cobbler and deep fried potato salad, which is something I've never heard in my life. So we can see.
So, we're back in South Carolina, which was a journey.
A journey. Let's just say that. It was a journey.
Our flights for this trip were very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, first we almost missed our flight getting to Dallas. And then coming back, they canceled our flight 3 hours before departure. Luckily, that fair took us out, though, because if we hadn't made it to the airport in time, I don't think we would have been on the flight.
Yeah, true. We managed to work it out with some thanks to some really great friends and a trusty Atlanta airport that's always open. And so we ended up actually being able to make it back to South Carolina with a few minutes to spare before I had to go to work.
Yeah, literally a few minutes to spare. You got like what, a 30-minute nap, if that?
Maybe, if that, yeah.
So how was the fair since we couldn't record at the fair?
Yeah, so the fair was probably my favorite part out of everything that I did on this trip. Like, if I had something within me to redo the fair, I would redo the fair. And I would probably make it like a whole 2-day event if I could have.
You definitely need a 2-day event, because if you plan on eating, that's 1 day, and then the rides are another. Did we even see it? Like, we saw the big.
We saw a few rides, but we didn't really see rides. We really were always in the eating portion of the fair, which I was not minding at all. But I think that if you do it, the advice I have to give you is, 1, everyone should go to the Texas State Fair at least once in their life.
Once in your life. 2,
you should go and you should plan to just spend 1 day solely eating. And you should budget enough money to do that, right? Because we went through
about $250.
Probably, yeah.
Just on food and drinks.
Just on food and drinks at the fair. And I mean,
everything was so good.
It was good and it was worth it. I would spend that money again if it meant being able to do what we did. And I think 3, you know, it's something that is so fun. Like, I feel like with one fair, people are like, oh, you've been to one fair, you've been to all the fairs. But I don't really think you do. Like, it's just a different atmosphere.
Different vibe.
Exactly. It's so well put together.
There was stuff here I never thought of. They had cows there to be auctioned off. Cows.
Yeah.
They did pigs. They had a pig race.
Yeah, it was great. A whole car show. It was just amazing. So I would tell you to go once in your life and to make a trip to Dallas really purely during the time that the fair's in town. So you're able to go.
Yeah. You won't regret it.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's it.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
So don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, and if you found this information helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because we definitely have some more content planned down in the future. When that is, we're not 100% sure yet. We're still working out the details. Our life's a little bit hectic right now because we're technically in South Carolina, but we're not really home yet. So there is that happening. And then, of course, we have a wedding coming up that, that's priority right now.
Yeah.
So definitely check back and see where we're at. And until next time, our destination could literally be
anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah.